Marine protected areas, or MPAs as they are called, are spaces in the ocean that have been set aside where specific activities cannot happen. For example, fishing, mining, or tourism. Or if it's happening, it's at a restricted level. So these spaces are set up like this to ensure that we conserve specific marine species that have either been endangered or that are facing extinction or that are facing too much destruction from human activities. So for example, if you've been to Mombasa Marine Park, or if you've been to Pirates Beach actually, that is a part of the bigger Mombasa Marine Park and Marine Reserve. So the two are different. However, for this episode on BHS Africa Podcast, we are looking at marine protected areas. So we look at marine protected areas in Kenya, and I'll touch on a few that are found in the WIO region. Let's explore and see what kind of activities go on here, and whether you as a lay person are allowed to even go there to snorkel or to dive and to explore. Because it's not only scientists or researchers who are allowed access into spaces like Mombasa Marine Park. So karibu sana, my name is Julian. I will be your host. Let's explore what MPAs mean for Kenya, for you, and for the rest of Africa. Thank you for being here. Let's dive into the episode. So marine protected areas act as vital sanctuaries for ocean life. They protect our habitats, boost fish stock, and help communities to adapt to climate change. I'm sure you've heard of places like Kisite Marine National Park, or Watamu Marine Park, Malindi Marine Park, and Mombasa National Park. All of this are examples of what we call MPAs. If you've been to Pirates Beach, that's where Mombasa Marine Park and National Reserve are found. These places safeguard our coral reefs and act as nesting sites, thus improving our rich biodiversity along the coast. When we move across the Western Indian Ocean region, you'll hear of renowned sites like Mafia Island in Tanzania. There's the Aldabra atoll in Seychelles and the Kirimas archipelago in Mozambique. All of these places are very unique marine ecosystems where you'll find marine life like manta rays, very rich coral gardens, and mangrove forests that are also home to various marine species. So these MPAs are not just protected zones or enclosures to protect marine life. They act as climate buffers, and they are very open to all. So whether you need to snorkel or go to see dugongs in these spaces, there's a role for everyone to play in protecting our blue planet by participating or supporting these types of mini protected habitats. So let's start with Kisite Marine Park and Marine Reserve, which is located in the southern coast of Kenya near Shimoni. It's closer to the Tanzania border. So this park is known as the home of dolphins. The most abundant benthic species of seafloor species you'll find here are very vibrant hard corals, some seagrass beds, and sponges that cover the reef floor. The star marine life, as you have had before, is the dolphins, but you will also find turtles and the occasional humpback whales. How can you get involved in this space? You can go snorkeling and swim with the dolphins, or you can scuba dive in the coral gardens. You can also take a glass bottom boat tour from the Shimoni village. So go explore these spaces whenever you're in Diani. I think Diani is closer to Kisite. So Watamu Marine National Park is located in Watamu in Clifford County. So when you move towards from Mombasa, if you move towards the north, that's where you'll find Watamu. So this space is part of the UNESCO Biosphere Reserve and is a nesting site for endangered sea turtles. So the abundant breathing species here include very extensive coral reefs and seagrass meadows or meadows. The star marine life are the turtles. However, the green sea turtle and the hawksbill sea turtle are the main turtles that you'll find here. So how can you get involved in this space? You can get involved by joining turtle conservation patrols. You can go snorkeling in the coral lagoons, or you can take a tour with the local marine guides. So when you move up from Watamu, you'll find the Malindi Marine National Park, which is right next to the town of Malindi. Fun fact about this national park specifically, this was the first marine park to be established in East Africa. It was established in 1968. So the abundant benthic or seafloor species here is the colorful coral garden that has so many sea urchins. The star marine life, you'll find reef sharks, rays, and parrotfish. To get involved in this space, you can go snorkeling from the Malindi beach, or you can join reef cleanups with local NGOs. So if you've been to Pirates Beach, that's part of the Mombasa Marine National Park and Reserve. This is the most accessible park in Mombasa so far. It's a few minutes from the city center, and you can actually walk from your hotel to the reef. So this park runs from the between Nyali and Bamburi beaches. The abundant benthic species here are very many coral patches and seagrass beds, and there's a high diversity of reef fish, the most common of which is the butterfly fish. So to get involved here, you can rent a snorkel gear and go snorkeling, or you can take a diving trip from many of the operators at Nyali Beach. Additionally, you can take a bottom glass tour to go see the coral garden. So the Keunga Marine National Reserve is actually way closer to Somalia, and it's located in a very remote area. So it's a paradise for nesting seabirds and a key habitat for dugongs. The abundant benthic species in this place is the seagrass, and there are so many coral ecosystems that support very rare fish species. The star marine life here are the dugongs and the sharks. So to get involved here, always visit with local guides. You can go bird watching, or you can take a traditional doe ride to explore the reserve. So the Diani Chale Marine Reserve is located in Kwale County, almost south of Diani near Gazi Bay. So this marine reserve is home to the most majestic mangrove trees you can ever see, and its benthic cover is mostly seagrass. Actually, you need to know that this is the space that hosts the Mikoko Pamoja Marine Mangrove Conservation Projects. The most abundant benthic species are the seagrasses and mangrove roots, and the star animal here are the seahorses that always hide in the seagrass. So to get involved here, you can go for mangrove boardwalks, you can go snorkeling, or join a local conservation tour. The Mafia Island Marine Park is located in Tanzania, just off the southern coast. This was the first marine park established in Tanzania in 1995 to protect the island's rich biodiversity. The most abundant benthic species you'll find here are corals, especially the acropora, which are very bright and full of life. The star marine animal has always been the majestic whale shark that visits these waters. This is the largest fish in the ocean anyway. You can snorkel, scuba dive, or join a community-led tour to help support sustainable tourism in this island. So Mafia isn't just an island, it's a living sanctuary. Go enjoy it, protect it, and respect it at the end. The Quirimbas National Park is located in Mozambique, in the Cabo Delgado province. So this is one of the few MPAs where coral reefs, mangroves, and seagrass beds all exist side by side. its benthic species is green. The most abundant benthic species here are lush seagrass meadows, which are key feeding grounds for endangered species. The star marine animal in these places is the dugong, which swims in this water and is a very gentle herbivore of the sea. To get involved here, you can participate in eco-lodges that offer snorkeling and diving trips, and you can also support local conservation projects. In Kirimba, there is proof that culture and conservation can thrive together. So visit with care and live only with bubbles. The North Sahara Marine Park is located in Madagascar, just in the northwest. It's surrounded by very dramatic limestone karst islands. The most abundant benthic species here are very massive Borytes coral heads that are centuries old. The star marine animal here is the pygmy horse. So it's so tiny that it can actually fit on your fingernail. How to get involved? You can kayak, or you can snorkel in the shallow reefs, or you can join the local conservation tours. So, North Sahara in Madagascar is the place where even the tiniest creature, like the tiny seahorse, has a story. Make sure you visit and enjoy the great wonders of North Sahara Marine Park and of Madagascar. The Aldabra atoll, that's located in the Seychelles, lies over 1,100 kilometers southwest of Mahé in the Seychelles. So an interesting fact about the Aldabra atoll is that it has the largest raised coral atoll on Earth and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So the most abundant benthic species here are very vibrant sponges and thick carpets of algae that form the reef's foundation. The star animal is the green turtle, which nests here in the highest numbers compared to everywhere else in the Indian Ocean. To get involved here, you can only maybe contribute towards the conservation of the Seychelles Highlands, since access is very restricted to protect the atoll. So, even in the remotest and most wildest of areas, this atoll reminds us that protection is very, very important. The Moheli Marine Park lies off the island of Moheli in the Comoros and is the country's first and only marine park. It was created in 2001 through a unique partnership between local villages and the government. So the most abundant benthic species here are seagrasses and macroalgae, which are vital for nesting turtles and fish nurseries. The star marine animal, though, is the humpback whales that usually comes here to breed and to breach, giving very spectacular displays. To get involved, you can go whale watching with a local guide, or you can support ecotourism, which empowers most coastal communities here. All right, that's all I had for you today. I hope you've learned something interesting about marine protected areas in Kenya and the WIO region, or the Western Indian Ocean region. So the next time you're on vacation in Mombasa, in Kilifi or Kwale, take the time to go explore these places. Go to Kisite, swim with the dolphins. Go to Watamu, look at what kind of conservation is going on there and see if you can contribute in any way. Otherwise, it's ciao for now. I will catch you on our next video.